You're welcome to Vsmdesigns. In this video, we are going to learn how to cut and sew this tropical outfit with invisible button in the front. You are also going to learn how to make this pocket and the shoulder and armpit designs. If this is your first time on this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that when next I upload any video, you will be the first to be notified. So this is how you are going to fold this fabric. You are going to make sure that the inner one, which is the left hand side and which is the buttonhole side, you fold it as big as this. This is about 5 inches. In essence, you are cutting it like shade because this is a tropical outfit. So you place it like shades. The one that's inside, which is left hand side and which is also the buttonhole side, you extend it to 5 inches at least. Then you mark your shoulder and you mark the shoulder slope. You also mark your armhole depth. All these things, I have a video on how to do your cutting. The only difference which I am showing you here, which I'm going to show you here, the only difference is that when cutting a senator outfit, you add 3 inches. But when you are cutting this tropical, you are adding 5 inches allowance. That's one of the major differences when cutting tropical or shades and when cutting normal senator outfit. The essence of adding 5 inches allowance to this particular one is that it is going to have an overlap in the front. So it is that overlap that made it to have up to that 5 inches allowance, because 2 inches is what we are going to use to overlap it, while 3 inches is going to be our normal allowance. That is why as we are cutting this back now, we are placing the front and the back. Look at it, we have 3 inches, which is the same thing as 3/4 of an inch. We have it extended here, making the back side to be 3 inches less than the front side. If you don't understand this part, kindly make use of the comment section and I will explain to you better. Then you are going to extend the up just like the way I taught you on my video. I am going to drop the link to the video at the end of this particular video. So do well to watch to the end so that you can go back to that particular video and watch every other thing. After that, you can go ahead and cut your sleeves and every other thing. Now, this is how you are going to achieve this hidden button flap. I've cut my gum already. Remember, this is the wrong side of the material. So I am going to, this is a black gum anyway, it's a black gum. So I am going to place it this very way. Remember, it is from that place I bent it, so I am placing it inside so that I can still bend this thing like this. Now you are going to fold it this way You fold it this way, making sure that the gum is covered, but do not add hemming gum under at this point. Now you are going to fold it again this way, making sure that this one and the first bend do not meet. Make sure that this one goes inside, because this is where you are going to do the buttonhole. This one is less than the very first one. With this, you have achieved the hidden button flap. Then the next we are going to do is to do the final finishing, which is the edge, to take the edge inside. You can see why I said you should not add hemming gum inside before now. So you are going to push it inside this way. You iron it. After ironing it, you can simply add your hemming gum. You are adding the hemming gum to make sure that this thing doesn't shift what you've just folded, so it doesn't shift. After doing this, you are going to run thread on top. Now for the design on the cloth, the one that ran through the shoulder and the armhole, this is how we are going to achieve it. This is a black fabric, not gum. This is a combination fabric. So I have placed it here. I folded it into two. So, and I am using this one of the front panel to trace the armhole and the shoulder. So after tracing it, I am going to raise it now. Then I am going to measure 1/4 inches, and I will mark it out. You can use any size of your choice, but I'm using 1/4 inches so that after everything I will have a kind of between 1/2 inch and 3/4 inches left as the design. Then I'm going to cut it out this way. Make sure you give it a notch here. It is that notch. It is from there you are folding it, because you need to fold that particular part. Here now you have to be very, very careful while folding this. Make sure that all your folds are uniform. That means they should be equal. Then you are going to slice hemming gum. Make sure you slice the hemming gum into 4 so that you don't mess up your work with excess hemming gum. Now we are going to also fold the curvy part. you also go ahead and underlay it with hemming gum. Then you iron it down. Now we are done with the first one. We are also going to repeat the same process on the second one. So that is done. Now the next thing we are going to do is to heat up the pieces. This is the wrong side of it. You heat it up and you paste your hemming gum on top. The reason we are doing this is to make sure that by the time we place it on our clothes, we are not going to have any stories. We need it to be firm on the clothes. That is why we are lacing it up with a full hemming gum. So we are doing the same thing on the second side as well. And after doing that, we are now going to place them on the shoulder and armhole. So this is how it's going to be. You make sure you place it very well. Place it very well and make sure that it is uniform in such a way that after joining the shoulders and after fixing your sleeves, no part will be bigger or smaller than the other parts, so that when someone is looking at it, everything will be uniform. Now, after pasting it here and ironing it, you are going to go ahead and run thread around it. So I have run the thread and I have joined the shoulders. Then the next thing I want to teach you is how to make those pockets. Now you are going to cut your gum. For each of the pockets, you are going to have 2 gums. This one is about 3.5 inches, while the bigger one is about 4.5 inches. That will depend, your dimensions depend on your choice. Now, the same thing on the pocket cover. So it's going to be of the same size. So the one I'm gumming here now is the bigger one, that is 4.5 inches. I am gumming it on a black combination fabric. So after gumming it, I am folding the sides, the 3 sides apart from the upper part. Just fold it round apart from the upper part. So after doing that, I am going to take the smaller gum and I will gum it on our main fabric. After doing that, I am also going to fold it round and lace it up with hemming gum apart from the upper side. So after doing that, it's now time to place it on the black one. Now when you place it, you are going to run thread round just like this, and I've just done that. So after running that thread, you can now decide to trim off the inside of the black one if your gum is too thick. But in my own, the gum is light, so it is still okay to leave both of them. So we have achieved our pocket. I am going to repeat the same on the second one. Now this is the pocket this is the pocket cover. The one under is not really a pocket. It is just a design, a kind of pocket cover that I just fixed there. So you are going to gum the big one on the black. Just take a look, because what we are doing here is different from what we did on the pocket itself. So then the smaller one, you gum it on your material. Then the one you gum on the material, you are going to fold it. You fold the 3 sides and add hemming gum to it. But the black one, you are going to fold the 3 sides. You are not adding any hemming gum. The essence of making these folds is to have a crease, is to form creases on the fabric, or to form lines, to form ghetto lines on it, so that you can place it this way. When you are placing this one, you know what you are doing. Then you add hemming gum to it and you are going to sew it. So after sewing it this way, the next thing we are going to do is to cut out another material. This one now, we are going to sew it here from the bigger gum and turn it, which I've just done. You are now going to turn this one. Remember, the main pocket was not turned this way, but this is how we do this one, because it's a kind of pocket cover. Now you iron it well and you go ahead and fix it, and on the cloth itself you go ahead, do your collar. I have a video on this channel where I taught you how to make collar. You can go back and watch that video. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me. Don't forget to share, to like, and to drop your comments. Take your time to go through my channel. There are lots of informative videos that I have dropped before now. There must be something new that you are going to learn, because learning never ends. See you on our next video.